now.
The beat is
and I'm talking about a day. I said the world is yours. And I'm like, this ain't talking like this. So whoever you think is the best, they not making the world is yours. They're not making if I rule the world. They're not making juice. They're not making water. They're not making sky's the limit. They're not doing it. They're not making can't act the hustle. They're not making the evil. They're not making pop. They're not making it. No disrespect. I'm a rapper. Because I'm not making it.
These biting my style, I hope they got dental plans. So get it straight from the source and cut out the middleman. What you get that pure dough. What you get that pure dough. Go get it straight from the source and cut out the middleman. You get that pure dough.
I'm gonna give you a number for those.
It's me, Handsome. Back with another episode of Verse for Verse. I'm here with James Rich, one half of the Moody Bros, DJ GTD. Got the draws. And Big U, the general. We out here. We out here. And you know, normally I jump in and tell y'all what, where these people are from, how we're gonna do it, what episode pause, But I want to try something a little new today. And let's have a conversation real quick. Because we usually get into a conversation. Let's start with the conversation here. What is a player, John?
What, my definition of a player?
Yeah, what's your definition of a player?
All right. So a player is a person who has multiple entertainment purposes within the other, or no, within a relationship.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning that there's different levels to it. It might be, people might say if you entertain more than one person, you're a player at the same time, or people who entertain an numerous amount of people at the same time. It just all depends on your definition. But that's why I just like, you just entertain. You have different levels of entertainment.
How you feel about that, Rich?
I love that. I didn't have a lot of time to think about this, but I'll add to that and say, going along with what he's saying about entertaining people, I look at it like literally people who play a game, right? So like they're playing with people in relationships, right? They may be like making people believe that things are something that is not, and they're kind of just doing it for their own entertainment, their own fun, right? So they're playing around. They're not serious. They're playing a game, right? They're not serious about building, real relationships or, yeah.
Okay, what about you, Seth? What you got? You feeling they players? What they're describing as a player?
Somewhat, but I think so. The players are playing. The players are playing the field. There's a field out there.
Okay,
and we all athletes, right? We all athletes. So
that makes sense.
you were saying sometime that they wasn't serious about when we played. Was you serious when we played ball? You played football. It's a game. You're playing a game, but it's a very serious game.
Right.
So I think the players are playing the field, and they're out there to maximize their success on the field. Yeah, and I think they are getting into relationships, but maybe not long-term relationships per se.
Right.
But they want to get in relationships, lots of them.
Okay, I looked up on Urban Dictionary to see what they had to say about a player.
Okay, what did they say?
Usually a boy who makes you feel special. He makes you feel like you are the only girl in his life when you really are just 1 in 100.
Hold up, time on. Why I gotta be a boy? No, my God.
I was gonna ask that later. They flirt with other people, not just you. They talk to you all day, then the next day they ignore you. They send you mixed messages, and you're not sure whether he likes you or not. You can't keep your mind off him, even though you know you're nothing to him. In a sentence, he is such a player.
He's such a player.
Quick question for you guys. Any one of you can answer.
Wait, hold on. What's your definition of a player?
Yeah.
Right.
We'll get to that. Quick question for you guys. Can a woman be a player?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Women are the players of players.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes and no.
Yeah. Why you say that, sir?
Because I think that they can present themselves as players, but somehow they get attached in some way.
Oh yeah, well that's
to the field. The field.
That's just natural. That's just their build up.
That's the emotional part of a woman, right? They do you guys think as a man it takes a certain logic of what you're doing? It's not getting emotionally attached, maybe.
That's a part of it, right? When I'm thinking about playing a game, you got to be focused. You can't get into a fight. If you're a boxer, you can't just start fighting off your emotions. You have to have a focused plan and not get knocked off that plan. And I think that's not really in a woman's nature. Woman's nature is to cultivate things and build things. So it's like once they're in relationships, they want to maximize it. They want to make it the best it can be. I think for some men, we want to make it best for us. We want to get what we can get out of the relationship. Not we, but the players want to get what they can get.
You know what? I might just confuse.
But they can get
playing with cheating. As far as women, I said women are much better cheaters.
Oh, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't. Not to say that they can be
have the
players.
cheating.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like they don't want to play.
Do you believe that when they're cheating, they're being players? Is that something that you believe?
They're trying. They might be trying. They might be trying to imitate that. Yeah, they might be trying to imitate that. And you know, women they try to act like things don't faze them, or they can be cold like a guy and stuff like that. Like you said, like they're emotionally attached to everything they do. Like we're our makeup is different. They you know, them sleeping with a different person, X, Y, and Z, they feel that in here. You understand what I'm saying? We don't feel that in here, or you understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's just literally maybe just being like a impulse thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Feeding the flesh.
Somebody that I used to chill with said that a man's sexual organ pause is just a piece of skin. It's just, you know, like women got all kind of they get penetrated and it's all kind of things going on inside there. It's like a man, it's just like, you know, it's just
snappy, nappy, duck.
I'm just saying, you know, you jump in that bath with double love, you don't jump out. You understand what I'm saying? You just dive in, you understand? You're drowning.
So about players. I can speak for myself. I feel like at a young age,
black men don't cheat.
I was a player.
Yeah.
Like, or at least I thought I was. You know, what about you guys? Do you feel like there was a time in your life that you called yourself a player?
I might have. No, let me take it back. I never called myself a player.
Yeah, me neither.
Never called yourself a player?
Never, not once.
Okay.
Me neither.
However,
yeah.
Stigma might have been attached to my my reputation at one point.
What was it that you think that made you not a player, that you wouldn't call yourself a player?
Girls don't tell me no. It's not my fault. They doing it to themselves.
Wait.
What?
Rewind.
What you saying?
You about to make him go into
psychoanalysis? I'm asking.
Yeah.
What is it that? So because you didn't call yourself a player. So why not?
So at the time,
because that's not a good.
I never misled anybody to think that they was getting into themselves.
Welcome, player.
I'm sorry. I'm lying. I did. I was a player.
You was a player?
By definition.
He changed his mind.
I just never called myself a player.
Me neither. Okay. I'm with you.
Well, I mean, I wasn't a player because I don't be playing.
Yeah, the stuttering.
I don't be playing.
Nigga, that's
all, folks. I can't be a player if I don't play. I don't never play around.
So that's serious.
But if people have told, like I said,
the people.
My wife even said that. Oh, yeah, I thought you was a player in high school.
Well, that's
because I wasn't aware. Back to everything we talked about with women.
They never desired after you.
I wasn't aware the way. Yes, I wasn't aware the
superpower aloofness.
I didn't know. I wasn't aware. No, but I think all of us as young men, we didn't know how.
I'm with you.
How connected women get to things. If you're a young person, I'm thinking everybody's like me. I'm thinking everybody's like me. Like, I like girls, but I don't like them where if they disappeared, I would care that much as a young person.
Wow, that
sounds like player shit. But hold on. So listen, we got Cell in the building, MBK Cell. My brother's keeper, he's here. How are you feeling? First and foremost,
I'm feeling amazing.
Safe. That's good. I'm glad you could make it. You know, we just talking about definitions of a player, and we can skip that and just go to, has there ever been a time in your life that you called yourself a player?
Aside from now.
Aside from now.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like a rite of passage, you know what I'm saying, for the young man. I mean, as misguided as it may sound.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like we kind of have to go through those moments of being a player. This particular song though, I kind of like how
Oh no, we didn't even
we-
talk
oh, y'all
about
didn't
it.
even
We
have
didn't
a
talk
conversation.
yet. There's no song.
Oh, we're
We're
getting
having
nasty.
a
We're just
conversation.
getting.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
all
just
right.
We're talking about players,
So in that
being a
case,
player.
I mean, I've played a time or two. Yeah, I have.
And what was it that made you say this is player activity that I'm doing here?
Or did you say it?
I mean, well, so I like to be honest, right?
That's what I'm
I
saying.
like to say, hey, you know what I'm saying, I'm not really in that stage of I'm not ready for a commitment. You get what I'm saying? Do I always say, yo, you're not the only one I'm talking to? I might have not done that in the past, right?
Got you.
And maybe, transparency is definitely something that we all need to work on.
Yeah.
Facts.
But I don't lead nobody on. I don't you know what I mean, tell anybody that it's gonna be a relationship when there's really nothing there at the end of the road. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
and I don't think you're a player then. 'Cause you're not playing with nobody.
Well, I think as younger men, we tend to not be as transparent.
Yeah.
Like just because we was like, I guess we're being, I don't know, say sneaky or we're scared to hurt people feelings.
Yeah, for me,
and
there's
as we
more
gotten
that.
older, we grown to know, respect people's like feelings and like, listen,
Yeah.
all right, this is the deal. Take it or leave it type thing. You understand what I'm saying?
They
So-
taking it, huh?
Huh?
They taking it.
Oh, no, no, no,
They taking the deal.
I know,
And that's the thing that's crazy. Niggas be spending
the society we
people
live in.
spend
Allegedly.
so much time
Allegedly.
doing a bunch of unnecessary
Lying.
finagling
Lying.
that they don't even understand. All you
No.
gotta do is just say what you want.
Listen, a woman already made up in her mind if she gonna fuck with you, excuse my language, way before you even open your mouth.
That's a fact, but women they're very manipulative.
No,
man.
they are. But that's what gives them the illusion that they think they're in
Right.
control.
I won't speak on women I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I won't go there.
I feel like all women. Now I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna just make this
I'm
hot
telling them what
take.
to do with their bodies.
All women,
Hot take, Jimmy.
I take.
all women are master manipulators. And I'm gonna leave that right there.
Damn.
But women want to ask me a question about it, we could talk about it.
They're
but all
raised to
women
be.
are master manipulators.
They're
Master
raised to be.
manipulators.
Masters.
Master.
Well, just
And it
look-
doesn't mean it's a negative thing, but
Just-
they
just look
are.
how they
They have
dress.
the ability to manipulate at a level of only the gods.
Look at their self-care.
I mean,
God level manipulation.
Yes.
when I think of the women, you talk about master manipulators, I've met a few, I guess, in my life that have maybe had some manipulation tactics. But I think men are also master manipulators.
You can be if
You
you're
know what
good.
I'm
You
saying?
can work on that skill.
I don't think that's like a woman's thing.
I think it comes more natural to women.
That's what I'm saying. Of course, you can learn. I can learn how to play basketball very well. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be as good as somebody that's 6'8". You know what I'm saying? Like they 6'8". They got that. They have that
6'8"
advantage.
master manipulators.
It's just a part of them. It's a part. They have
part
the
of them.
benefit of that.
You saying that women are women yamba?
Women
Let's go a little deep. Let's go a little deeper as to why. What's manipulation, right? To change things and create things in your favor. That's what women do. They take seeds and change them into whole human beings. It's a part of their being to take things and make it
Are
work
you
for
saying
them.
manipulation in that aspect?
I was gonna
But
say
that's what the word means. Look up what the word means.
Yeah, I think it's
So-
an all.
They're made to manipulate things.
They said they can make something from nothing.
I'm about to
That's
say-
what they do.
So, because when I hear the word manipulate, I don't immediately think of changing
You
some,
put a
He's
negative
thinking like
connotation
alchemy,
on it, but
like-
it doesn't have to be negative.
handle or control,
Yes.
typically in a skillful manner.
There you go.
He manipulated the dials of the set. Control or influence.
Who influences your relationship?
Who influences
Yeah,
my
like
relationship?
who kind of
I wear the wife beaters.
I control my relationship, yes, but there's an energy that guides how I control it. I can't just do whatever I want.
You can't?
I can.
I mean, so I
but
think
you said it. Like I can, but I'm gonna have to deal with a certain level of manipulation of my emotions if I start doing that.
So, Rich, let me talk to you, man, because what it sounds like to me is you're living in a space where you're saying it feels your wife is manipulating you, but you're not manipulating her.
We all manipulate things,
and this is what
I'm not
I'm
manipulating nobody,
and that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I think
I'm not big on the manipulation.
I think for you to say, you can't do anything unless it's gonna be something, it's the same for her. She's not gonna just do anything because she has to answer to you.
I don't agree with that.
I don't either.
I don't agree with that.
Nah.
No. Women have. I don't want to go too deep talking about women.
No, let's talk about them.
I mean, that's how you
let's
feel.
talk
Talk about them.
There's a certain level
Because
of
real quick, I want to say, because my wife, she's not busting a move because she knows things might get,
Now, what do you mean busting a move?
Yeah,
she's not going to just do whatever, knowing she has to answer to me later.
All right, so let's just first put on the table, right? We're not talking about extremes here. We're not talking about just doing something ridiculous, right?
I'm
but
saying
when it comes to
operating in that box.
getting things that you want for yourself, getting things that are in your favor, women know how to make sure they get things moving in their favor. That's just what I'm saying.
I am not a woman, but I also know how to get things moving in my favor.
I think what it is that we got like a limited purview, right? Because we're from the perspective of the male, and I think what it comes down to is that men and women have different tools that they use to get to the ends, right?
Yes.
So it's like, whereas we might believe that we are the more logical of the two, right? Women have like this kind of emotional prowess that they could, right? No, that's a fact. No. So I mean, so it is right, but it is manipulation. But I think that we look at it a certain way because sometimes they move just strictly based off of emotion and not logic, right?
That's their superpower,
right? So it's kind of hard to combat something that isn't logical in its approach. Like,
that's magical.
How do you defend that?
You
something
can't.
Something that's magical.
You can't defend that.
Do nothing about it.
Win.
And I'm not saying it in a negative way. Nothing I'm saying is about them being negative
at all. It's what it is.
It's wonderful, actually. Yeah. And I've tried to learn as much as I can from women.
Have you ever got in a situation where you tried to tell a woman something that you might have been displeased with, or something that has gone wrong to
somehow
and then
you're wrong.
You start saying, "I'm so." At the end of it, you're like, "My bad, I didn't." But you started out trying to say
how you
had an issue.
You felt, yep.
But then in the end, you're like, "What? Wait a minute.
How'd this happen?
Right.
How did we get here?
My bad.
Because they're masters.
Yes. Jedi mind trick, all that.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
I mean, I just feel it's kind of wrong to put. At my job, I work with somebody.
But I think you're saying it negative though. Like, I'm not, because we're manipulating things too. Like he said, we have a different way of doing it. We're more manipulating like with like logic and like facts. They are just making things happen.
They're making things up as they go.
Just making things happen.
I mean, I've said that.
They're inceptioning.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
I see what you did there.
It's crazy, bro.
It's like
so we have a world where
tell us about the world.
Women have made all of us understand that marriage is something we might want to do, right? I didn't grow up thinking that's what I wanted to do. Right? The world kind of, whatever. But then, in the end of marriages, let's say they end, women 89% of the time are going to win in that situation.
Dominate.
Yeah.
They're like Jordan. They're like, like,
if you have children,
Jordan.
it's like 94% they're going to win.
3P Jordan.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think as much as men can, just a man's world, you know that we move off the woman. Everyone knows that. That's not I mean, in my
since
opinion,
the beginning of time.
Yeah, like we move off how
people
the women move.
War, yeah.
I don't know who in here is moving off what men do.
You got the lyrics? I don't need the lyrics.
Okay.
I
want you to you do the honor. So, I talk about this player stuff because the song we're getting in today.
That's my shit.
Is my bro John, who actually put me onto the song. I didn't really know this song when I was growing up, but I don't know if it was 5-10 years ago or whatever. I think we might have been taking a trip to AC or something like that. And he said, listen to this song right here.
Yep.
It's one of my favorites.
Yep.
And since then, I was like, this is a great song, the way it was written. And, you know, that's what we're going to talk about today. The song Player by 112. They are from Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken.
ATL shouted.
You know what I'm saying?
Room 112.
112, baby.
So, yeah, John, if you didn't mind, do the honors.
I'm a player. Girl, I thought you knew. When you started messing around with me, you knew I wouldn't commit to you.
She knew already, huh? Jesus.
Well, she should.
I mean,
Is
just
he a player
just-
at that point?
Yes.
he keeps repeating.
That's why
I'm a player,
I'm about to say, the thing
and
that
I know you can't see it in my eyes. You understand what I'm saying? I forgot the lyrics. But I'll
everyone says that I'm innocent, and it should come as no surprise.
Yep.
Right.
What should come as no surprise?
That I'm
I'm
a
a player.
Yeah, And I really think you need to know
Keep going.
that I can love you right now, baby. Cause I need more time. I can't love you right
Not
now.
at all.
Because
Cause I
He
need
can't
more
love
time
you,
to grow.
needs more time to grow.
Cause
Yeah.
I'm a player.
Is that the first verse?
And then it goes in. Yep. Then it goes in the
Okay.
chorus.
All right, so
This is a but when I do.
is this guy's a real player. This is
So when we was talking about play before, he's getting into where, because it was like there was some dishonesty being attached to being a
Nah,
player.
it don't get
And
no
I
more
don't
honest to
think
this.
that the players,
Yeah.
the dudes that was out there doing whatever they was doing, they
yeah.
was telling the woman, look, this is what it is. Don't call me after this time. Don't go to this
Yeah.
place because I go here with my this. Don't do it. You can only be at this time. That's the players. The dudes,
So,
the other
yeah,
dudes.
nah,
is-
he's.
wait. So you saying this is not a player, or
No,
this is
this
the player?
is the player.
Okay. So when I'm reading the lyrics,
You think so?
He says, "When you started messing around with me, you knew I wouldn't commit to you."
Yeah.
Off rip.
But how? Because
had
from
a
this verse,
conversation.
when we get further into the next verse, the other guy kind of speaks deeper into it. You know.
Yeah, that's the wrong.
For this one, I feel like he's saying, you know, and I know you can't see it in my eyes.
That's Mike. That's
Everyone
Mike talking.
says that I'm innocent and it should come as no surprise. You know what I mean? He doesn't sound like he was really making it clear to me personally.
He's saying like by his lifestyle,
Right, like
and his
you've seen how I was
reputation.
moving.
Nah,
Yeah.
Because real quick, because
Go
I
ahead.
feel
I'm gonna give you
like
an example.
you know, there's definitely the men that's going into the joint like, look, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what I mean? Like we could have our little fun, but don't expect me to be settling down with you right now. I don't think he came in like that. I think he just had a reputation of possibly messing around with a lot of women, and he expected her
But
to understand that.
He also said, he said, I thought you knew.
This is what I'm saying.
He started off by saying, girl, I thought you knew.
But what more truth does he need to bring to her than his reputation? Like what more
Well,
truth
that's,
does he need?
that brings me back to
I
like
think
a
that's where
woman
Sel's gonna
knows
go.
everything. Not everything.
Now, let me say this. Let me
She
say
gonna
this.
do her homework.
And then I'm gonna give y'all
What Sal just said. What more does he need to
Right.
bring other than his reputation?
I'm saying though, for him to say, "Hey, I thought you knew," right? Like,
Right.
it's a conversation of accountability at that point. Like, like you see how I'm out here moving.
Yeah.
Come on, you expected more, but I never said I was gonna give you more. We're just here, and you know who I am. So what do you expect out of this?
Because you said you see how I'm moving, but what if she doesn't see how he's moving? What if that's his perception? You see. So this is where communication comes into play, right?
Can I give you?
And I think, I'm gonna come to you right in a
perspective?
second.
Yeah, I'll give you
But I
perspective.
think, you know, sometimes men do this shit, right?
Right.
Niggas just be like, come on, you already
You know,
knew.
you know.
You already knew. But did she already know?
Man,
Nah, niggas gotta communicate better. You feel me? Go ahead, Seth.
or they're gonna act like they didn't know.
Let's listen to
'Cause I
Seth
got
because I
two.
know Seth has a lot of stories
old
about.
nigga, right?
The player
so I got
days.
two. Nah, this is I was around people.
What you
so,
heard.
So for two things. So first, you got the people that. So the chick said, "Oh, she didn't know. She didn't know. She didn't know." So you got women like to be in situations that are comfortable to them for whatever reason. So the same woman, the same way they know the code to your phone that you never told them. They know where you park your car when you're trying to hide it somewhere. They know how to. They know all this type of stuff that they know. They knew that he was a player, but they want to have plausible deniability so that when something goes to the left, they could just, when they was messing with this player dude, and then it don't turn out the way when it goes to the public, they can say, "Oh, I didn't know he was a player." Yep. That's one, and then two for the guys. What happens is with the players, because I knew some player people in the beginning. In the beginning, check it out though.
Player people.
Yeah. In the beginning, right?
About your player people, you knew.
In the beginning, right? You start out as the guy that I thought you knew, right? So you get backlashes from being the guy that thought you knew. So then you start being the guy that says, "I'm a player. I don't want to be." And you know what the women say? I'm good with that. It's cool. And then you have your friends that'll tell you, as the guy that's telling them, that ain't right, because you know that even though they saying they cool,
right, they not
that cool. But after a while, the player dude just be like, look, I'm telling them what it is, and they still.
I think it's another, and I think that's perfect. And then I'm also thinking it's another type of player I can maybe speak to from my own experience where I didn't realize I'm playing around with somebody's feelings because I'm young and just are not aware.
That's what I'm saying.
That this person has these type of feelings that I don't have. I'm thinking it's one thing.
You're still standing on the player playing around with someone's feelings.
Yeah, I think that's the bottom. That like when a woman says that, they feel like this dude
but
is
we're not talking about what a woman says.
Well,
right?
I mean like that. I feel like that's where the term comes from.
You're a man.
Yeah.
You've called yourself a player. I got lyrics to pull up that you said you're a player in.
Oh shit!
These damn rap lyrics.
So
Rico, he's pulling the Rico on you. You're pulling the Rico.
I'm saying let's not talk about what women call.
Same thing applies.
He's been on this shirt like baby pop.
You're saying the same thing. When you called yourself a player, you was playing with women's feelings.
Yes, exactly.
That's what you knew. You
do refer to yourself as a Staten Island Kobe, and Kobe is one of
the players. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Coincidence, maybe.
It's a long time. It's not a coincidence. No coincidence with me. I don't believe in coincidences. So what I'm trying to explain to you is myself. I wasn't aware the level of skill I had at the game. You know what I'm saying? But I realized
you thought you was shooting in the gym all that time, and it wasn't
I thought we was all playing. I thought we was all having fun.
You thought everybody was Kobe.
Everybody was on the court doing their thing. I thought you just like me. We all human beings.
So I did ask if you thought women could be players, and you said right.
The field.
No, I said that everybody can be at anything they want in the world. I don't think they're good at. I think they're great at it. I mean, I think they're not good at it because they
got to say about that.
Man, these bitches are slippery, dog.
I don't know, man.
Slippery. And right through your fingertips.
Now I'm gonna get into like a little bit of the negative content with that manipulation thing. Because let me tell you something. I've been the side dude. I've been him. I've been that guy.
More about that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it. Let's get into that. As a player.
Here we go.
As a player.
Here I go.
Does a player just mess with all types of women? Like you can be married, you can be in a relationship, you can be single. He's whatever. That's a player.
Well,
is that a player?
Is that any?
Terms is discussed. It should be discussed, right?
No. I'm asking about just the player.
Oh, just the player.
Just the player.
Well, once again, there's levels to it, right? There's some players that don't have no moral ceiling. Like they will really mess with any type of relationship tied person, type female, like married, single,
so
whatever.
What's a player with morals do?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't mess with married women.
Okay, talk to yourself. Player with morals.
Yeah, player with morals. You don't mess with married women.
No, you know what? You know what it is. I have a thing that.
You know, free your soul. Free your soul. My boy said.
You had
where we from.
You had
where
a
we
thing.
from. It is a very small place. Everybody knows everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Right?
I don't know nobody. Nah.
It just got to a point where if I know you and I see you on some type of more consistent basis, I cannot mess with your lady, your ex, your whatever. That's just me. There are some guys out there, I'm not going to name no names, that you would literally say, I don't know him, I'm not cool with him, just to get the draws.
I don't think that has anything to do with being a player, though. That's just a
No,
code.
it does, because in their mind, they being a player. Like, they're like, yo, I'm going to get at any cost.
But look, So if you
No,
playing,
it's a grimy player, but it is in their mind.
Who is it? Rush? Who's a dirty player?
or the Dirty Mac.
Dirty Mac?
No, I'm saying who's a dirty player like in the league? Who used to put their foot
You
in
talking about Draymond? Got Draymond, Draymond Green,
The niggas is them.
Patrick Beverly.
They them type of
Pat
players.
Bev is
Pat Bev.
the top.
But so like I was saying, the playing is done on the field, right?
Yes.
So when you're on the field, are you really concerned about what's going on
No, you
off
gotta
of the
win.
field?
If you in the street, you can get hit. That's what they say.
And so from when I hear John talking, he's not focused on the field.
He
at
was looking
times.
on the sideline.
He's looking at the sideline.
He's waving at the
Only because-
cheerleaders. Cheerleaders don't exist.
Only because wait.
He's a cerebral
Only because
player.
everybody on the field is not playing the same
They're not
game.
paying attention, yeah.
They should be.
No. They playing the same game, but like
Once you step on that field,
no,
we
for
playing
example,
football, I'm
for
expecting to
example,
get hit.
everybody
Chris
on the
Paul
field
with it,
isn't
though.
equally as talented.
Exactly. He's
That's
Chris
not your
Paul
fault.
You
with
understand what I'm
it.
saying? No, I'm not saying my fault.
I'm gonna get my
So
bucket.
the
Not your
game might be
problem.
super slow to me.
Yes, he's
right?
Chris
So
Paul.
I have time to sit there and be looking around like,
The game
man,
is
I
too
don't
easy
need
for him.
this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Game's too easy for him.
Somebody might be on the
easy.
field and be like,
Yes.
what I gotta do? What I gotta do? You know what I'm saying?
Wild with it.
Not me. Not anymore.
I keep putting your words in past tense. I put all his words in past tense.
It was
I
a
put all your
time
words
that I
past
might have
tense.
been on the field just looking around. You know why? Because I'm in the middle of the play, right? But it's slow to me.
It's like Dion.
It's
right?
like
It's like Dion.
That's the thing,
The
right,
quarterback
because-
drop back and
because you know
he think that he's
Because
open,
you know what? Somebody
but he's
might be
not.
in the stands,
He's
right?
not open.
But they might be ready to come into the field.
And you scoping it out,
Right?
you getting ready for it.
So everybody's over here looking what's in front of them.
Hold on, I got
You know what I'm saying?
the
And
example for
let
you.
peep somebody
I got
play.
the example.
Let's stop with the euphemism. Let's speak really clearly for the people out
What
there.
he's saying is,
What is he understanding?
what he's saying is, you know,
Everybody not built the same.
I haven't seen this in many NFL games, but in football,
foosball.
right? Where they playing soccer, every now and then somebody comes off the stands and they streak across the field. I just seen a thing where a dude had the same color jersey on and he scored for the team.
That's
and
wild.
they thought that he
That's
was in
gangster.
he was on the team.
That's different.
So he's saying he knows that there are people praying to come on this field, and they're watching him.
Yes.
They're
Watch
watching
this.
him to
Let me
make
make
certain
this- let me make
moves
this
and
even
mistakes.
further.
And he doesn't want to make any
They're
mistakes out
praying
there.
to get on the field with you.
And what does that mean?
Watch. I'm just saying. People see. Okay, so people think they
Don't
just
believe
jump
me,
on
just watch.
Once again,
believe it,
playing the
just
field, right?
watch.
Playing the field, right, and getting on the field, right, is a premeditated thing, right? When
It
you
should
go,
be.
Wait, when you go on a basketball
You should
court,
not.
right?
You should not accidentally be on
No,
the field.
you get on a basketball court,
Yes,
right?
you meant to
know
go.
who you playing.
In
You
the
meant to
street,
You have
go.
an
you can
idea
get
what
hit.
you're gonna do, what
just-
you can do,
you meant
what
to
you're
get on the
capable of
field.
doing. When I'm on a football field, bro, I know a game plan. I know what I'm supposed to, my assignment, X, Y, and Z, whatever.
You a
right?
pro.
Real quick.
Right? Go ahead.
I just want to spin back to you being a side nigga, right?
Okay, my bad.
So you said that you've been a side nigga
I have
in the past,
Correct.
right?
Long time ago.
With you saying it, I want to be clear. Was you a side nigga? Was you a boyfriend number 2 like Pleasure P talks about?
I've been both.
Just because I want to know the difference. Like, let's make sure what
There's
he's
definitely
talking
a
about.
distinction between those.
I've
two.
been a little bit of both. So
Right,
I mean,
good.
like, which
So-
he's asking me for side nigga.
Ask him about
Yeah,
side
because
nigga
they-
adventures.
yeah.
Side nigga
Right.
adventures.
So I'm saying, in your side nigga tour de France, right? Were you
Were you Lance Armstrong?
Lance lasts way too long. Lance lasts way too long.
so, right, when you was out there doing that, did you also have like a roster? Were you just playing around? Like, how committed were you to being a side? Like, were you waiting for that to develop into something else?
No,
like,
I
what's
wasn't.
that like?
No, I wasn't waiting for anything. It was just she was part of my roster per se. It's a small roster, but it was a roster.
Okay.
But however, it was
rotation.
you know what it was? It was a girl who I liked. Right, and I was waiting to get to her, right? And then when I finally got to her, right, she wanted to keep going, but she was in something.
Yeah.
So I had to understand, like, all right, I can't have her, but I can have her. You understand what I'm
Can't have
saying?
it the way I want her, but
Right?
I can have her.
But I can have a piece
Part
of
of her.
Which
Piece
actually
of
I think and vice versa. Like I think women sometimes like, yo, if I can't have him,
Right.
I can have a piece of him,
Yes.
or enough of him that'll
Right.
satisfy me until maybe they might be plotting long term.
They're always plotting long
maybe
term.
I'll have him like when X, Y, and Z might happen, right?
Just don't work out right.
men, like I said, we're more logical, right? We just really just want.
We take what we can get.
You understand what I'm saying?
No way.
Wait.
No fucking way. I can't
That's what you men are out here doing.
No way. Taking what you can get.
There are some tender dicks. There are some tender dicks who get attached to, you know what I mean? The don't go chasing waterfalls. They get attached and then.
In that video, he got burnt.
That happens.
Yeah, chasing waterfalls.
It happened. It didn't happen to this.
No, not
So
you.
what I will say is that, you know, allegedly from tales I've heard of Side Nigga Chronicles, right? I know that sometimes it is easier being a side nigga because you kind of get what you want to get without the stress of the commitment. You don't have to worry about that person pressuring you with commitment because they cannot. So you still get to be a player, and you don't even have to set the ground rules. You get to kind of move around with like anonymity. You get what I'm saying? Like, because you don't have to worry about the pressure from that person. Whereas if you messing with a regular girl with no attachments, she might want more.
Yep.
So speaking of this, I know you know we're not talking about you per se. You know a guy. You know a guy, right?
No, I was talking about.
I have a question for the all Madden level side nigga after you finish.
Go ahead. Get it to. I'll get back into what I was gonna say.
So as the side nigga, how do you manage the male ego? Because a lot of the time, men just want to have and to do whatever they want when they want. So how do you manage a time when, as a side nigga, you really don't have the claim to...
Are you a side nigga or a side sucker, right? Because if you a sucker, you waiting on that woman. If you just a side nigga, your ego is winning because that's not your bitch.
Okay, so
you
don't
okay.
even care.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's different levels to that because you might be evening your ego out with your roster or
that's
your other expertise, right?
So I've heard.
Right? So I've heard.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I don't know.
Or right, you might be stroking your own ego by saying that I'm wrecking your girl.
Right.
Yikes.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like your girl's coming back to me, so I must be better.
And that's where I was going with the boyfriend.
That's the ego thing. Me, I don't.
Yeah, me either. I don't
care nothing about that.
So
Damn,
you never
that sounds like a you problem.
You never like you seen a woman and she's in a relationship like in your past, you know, before you were married and stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, right, okay.
Where she might be in a relationship, but he's clearly not treating her right. And she likes you.
Okay, so this is going back to 90s R&B videos, right?
She likes you. So now you're like, this nigga don't know. He got a bad joint, and she's fucking, I'm going to show him what he should be doing with her.
Once again, there's a morality difference, right? I have never, or the guy I'm talking about has never been the guy to really sit there and scope out another nigga.
And no, it's not about scoping.
No, because
a bad joint that you see, like, she's fire. You went to school with her. You know she's a good person.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I never been that like, yo, he fuck with her. Oh, yo, she's bad. Yo, he not doing her.
So nobody's ever fucked with a girl that you like.
Yeah, what if you didn't like say you see her in
her own light,
and then you don't even know,
and she tells
you find out him.
She tells me X, Y, and Z, like, yo, listen, I got a man, I'm married, X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 however.
That just turns the player switch off.
That right? Yeah.
Okay.
But however, if she tells me about somebody that I might know, right, or cross faces with, I will not be smiling in somebody's face when I'm going to Pound Town on your girl. You understand what I'm saying?
We don't put too much. Rich, I'll let you. What you want to get into?
Pound Town.
My bad.
But I was gonna say I agree with him. I mean, I don't do any of this, but like I don't feel comfortable. I would feel crazy messing with somebody's girl. But
messing with somebody's girl or somebody you know's girl, you're saying?
Yeah, but I always say
because I just want to be clear.
There's a difference.
What you're saying is that you've never messed with a woman that's been in a relationship that wasn't yours. Right.
Think about it.
Yeah.
No,
I think
Come on, my brother.
I'm trying to make sure I don't say the wrong thing because
there is no wrong thing. Say the truth.
If you don't know if you don't know them, well, I'll tell you what I was gonna talk about. I was gonna say something totally different, and you asked me some other shit.
Oh yeah, that's what he manipulated. That's what he does.
Have I ever messed with a girl with? Yes.
Who's
I
been
mean,
in, who was
of course.
You're on
I
the
think.
field.
Of course. So that's what I'm saying because I.
But not knowingly at first.
So
at first.
And then once you knew, you was like,
y'all fall back.
I'm out of here.
But this comes back to women manipulating, right? Because they might say, yeah, I'm married, X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. Then after the deed is done, then they might reveal who they mess with. Then you're like,
See, you got some deep stuff.
See, that's deep,
my
my
thing, what I was going to say was this.
I'm just saying, when I tell you, this guy I'm talking about has literally been on the other side of that fence.
That guy.
Yeah.
And it's not just because
he's a fence
it's not
jumper.
just because he asked to be there.
Yeah.
It's just that he
ends up there.
The opportunity. No, he don't end there a lot.
Not a lot.
He just when he was put in that situation, right? He was able to experience every facet of that side.
What's this guy's name? Don Judy?
Mon Judy.
Shout out to the bro.
I'm not participating in
I
that.
just want to get into
I would not participate.
this second verse by Darren.
Oh, wait, you missed the chorus.
I think the chorus is important
The
too.
chorus is very important. Very important.
But when I do
Get ready
to settle down,
baby, the first one
I'm calling is you.
Right. So that's the hook.
So
pretty much.
Why did y'all want to speak on this part?
I feel like that was like
Because a player.
to me, that was like a mature thing to say.
So
That's what
right. So
yeah, that's what
I got two perspectives on it. Right?
Okay,
let's talk about it.
I get him. You know what I mean, trying to be like this stand up guy, right?
that ain't
But then there's another aspect of it is like
we still on the field.
how egotistical are you to think that you
she's gonna wait around
she's
for
gonna
that,
wait
yeah.
around while you continue to do things, right? And furthermore, like who are you to ask this woman to? First of all, to put her life on hold, and then when you're ready, you'll settle down. Like, who says she want to be settled with? She might need to build with somebody or grow with somebody. You get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But instead of that, you on some ego shit,
wanna hear you
thinking that she just gonna be sitting there waiting for you.
There you go, dog.
What's up, Seth?
So we still on the field?
He's a player on the
Is
field.
she on the field?
She in the
on
game.
the field.
She's on the field.
She in the arena.
Why are we concerned about what she needs, really?
Well,
So I think
we playing the game to win.
situation for a reason.
let me say this.
But just
when
hold
you
on.
done, Seth.
Quick. So then on that, that's not. I don't even think that's genuine. We on the field. We playing the game. We trying to win. So if that's what I need to say to you to keep you right here on the field, because you might want to leave the field.
But
we
this
still
sounds like
playing
a
the game.
goodbye.
So
It does sound like a
So
little
this is-
goodbye-ish.
So
Nah.
this is
Goodbye.
going
See you
back.
later. It's a see you later.
Sound like a see you later.
It is a see you later.
This goes back to what we were saying from the jump. Rich is saying, playing with people's emotions. That's foul. I mean, I know you saying she doesn't want to be on the
Right.
field. He dragged her on the field.
He didn't.
Oh, he might have not had.
He dragged her on the field.
You ever seen
No,
You
he
ever seen a
just-
game
he just
where somebody
tackles
dragged
her.
somebody on the field?
Nah.
It's
That's
the game.
That's
It's
a
the
penalty.
field. Have you ever seen a game where that happened?
I've seen penalties happen.
You seen a game where they
where they did things they're not supposed
I
to
only
do.
seen one time where the players
Yeah, I
they
don't-
ended up in the
I don't think- I
stands,
don't
not
think he
on the
dragged her
field, and
onto
they
the
beat
field. I
up
think she
people.
was on the field, and he
Yeah,
just
they
wound up
wanted to
just
be on the
getting her.
field.
Go ahead, Rich.
I'm all right. Well, women, it depends on what winning means, right? Because you saying she's on the field, but you got to get in the game to win, right? So, but what they're trying to win may be different from what you're trying to win. Not saying you, but in this scenario, right? Some players are just trying to play, trying to knock down everything. Women are trying to get in the game, get it, bring it home. They got to get in the game, because they don't get in the game, they can't play.
That might be
So
true.
you got to get on the field to get the win and bring it home. That's the win. So I think that's where the playing comes in, because they're not playing the same game. Some women ain't playing. The good women ain't playing the same game, but they still got to be on the same court.
Also,
right? Hold on. But what I was gonna say was, I think the other part of this is understanding, like, what are we trying to get out of this situation, right? Like, if a man is just trying to just knock down what he can knock down, that's his game, and that's more power to you. But if the woman is not playing that game, it's not really fair. And I'm saying that as a person who has played on women, but not knowing that's the game they was playing.
You aloofly playing.
Well, yeah, like I didn't know. Like I'm young. I'm not like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because when you was older,
I was there.
no playing no more.
Nah, you can't play around like that.
Because I remember in the song you were saying, as older man.
Speaking about Facebook though,
play and get the hoes. James Rich, get the hoes, get the hoes.
I've never said that. I've never said anything even like that. But it's interesting though I just want to circle back when you talked about the people with women with a man. I see chicks, I like talking about Facebook. Facebook is my favorite pastime to just watch. And I see women, they be bad, they got all the right things, and they be with the wrong guys.
What things they got?
And personally, you just confused me with that when you was pointing. But they got like they bad, they smart, they funny, they cool, but they be with a dude that's just horrible. My question to you guys is, why does that happen so often? Cause I think it plays into the player thing.
Well, I think if I could go first, I think
please,
opposites attract. Number one, right? Number two, in the instance of good women with shitty guys, I do believe that women do kind of like a project. Right, I'm saying, right?
Manipulation. They like to.
But Seth got something to say.
Yeah, make shit happen.
How
we gotta wrap it up in a minute, guys. Go ahead, Seth.
All of these situations and conversations, are they really good though? Good women want this and that. If they keep associating themselves with Future and all these guys, are they really good?
I mean, you could be a good person but misguided, albeit, right? You could be a good person but don't have the right tools, right?
If you manipulate people to see you as such.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
So look, here's my take on it, guys.
Damn, we didn't get to the second verse.
I think we're good because it kind of talks about the hook anyway. But at the end of the day, I think men who still are running around trying to be a player. Yes. Play the game correctly. There's no reason to be leading women on saying, when I'm ready, I'm going to choose you. It's like, nigga, when you ready, choose her.
Right.
Don't tell her this so she can stick around and hopefully.
That's what he.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to 112. Shout out to Darren and Devon. These guys. Yeah. Their names.
Talented young men.
Shout out Mike. 112 is one of my favorite.
Facts.
Mine too.
This was another episode of Verse for Verse. Shout out my co-host, MBK Cell, James Rich. Half of the Moody Bros, DJ GTD, Big U. Tell us your favorite 112 joint. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It's me, Handsome. I'm out of here.
Whole time for some reason I'm thinking we in at 10.
Buying my style, I hope they got dental plans. So get it, cut out the middle man. Get that pure dough. Get that pure dough. Go get it straight from the source and cut out the middle man. Get that pure dough.